Have you ever wondered what the 1111 awakening code and alignment code is? Is it more than just a message from the aethers, from the angels, from our higher self, from God? It has always been difficult to really understand what that is, these 4 bars, these 4 messages that stand out from the background of all the many numbers in our life. Somehow this seems to stand out for those who are beginning their awakening journey or are already along their awakening journey. What I want to do now is decode this and just focus in on the concept of a number. So let us now see if we can break this number down, this 1111, into smaller components, smaller digestible numbers that might make more sense in our life or more sense in the world around us. We can start with the number 72. And now we have a 77, 79, 137, 161, 271, 314. So how are these numbers, these 7 numbers, related to the 1111 angel number, this 1111 awakening code? Let us take a look. What can we do with these? Well, perhaps we can add them together, and perhaps they might equate to 1111. So let us add 72 to 77 to 79 to 137 to 161 to 271 to 314, and it will add to 1111. These 7 numbers are not just random numbers, at least not for me. I started exploring numbers about 4 years ago, and a variety of numbers kept coming up for me. Some of them are a little bit newer than others, but many of them kept coming back and forming interconnections between these numbers and within other numbers. So what exactly are these numbers? I refer to them as universal blueprints, and I refer to 72 as being representative of geometric structure at the base. The next number is 77, which for me represents yin and yang energies, these balanced feminine and masculine energies. Next is 79, God's constant. This is an interesting number. If you apply the frequency root method, which is on my website, and there's a calculator for that, and it is a method to decode words, the word God decodes into 79. And magically, it is part of these universal blueprints, and it has many interconnections with other numbers and between these numbers as well. Now we're delving into physics. The fine structure constant is 1 over 137, with its energies of being 137. The fine structure constant is a number in physics that represents the push and pull dynamics between elementary charged particles. This constant is required to balance equations. It has been known for many, many decades, and it is one of the most mysterious numbers in all of physics. It is very much misunderstood. Next is 161. You may recognize part of this as the phi ratio of 1.618, and then 0 through 3, and it keeps going on for forever. The energy, though, is 161. Next is Euler's number, 2.718, or with its energetic signature of just 271. This is a foundational number in mathematics, and it is used to model and describe continuous growth patterns. And the next number is pi. You may notice the 314 is 3.1418, and it continues again forever. The ratio of the diameter of a circle to its circumference. So here we have some mathematical constants, some constants in physics, some other structures such as God's constant and yin and yang energy in the 77. These, for me, are the 7 universal blueprints. You can imagine with a prism, we typically have white light passing through it, and it refracts a distinct set of colors. It's a continuum, but we have grouped these into 7 distinct colors of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And I metaphorically do this with the 1111 awakening code passing through a mathematical prism of operations, just simple ones like adding and subtracting. And it refracts into these 7 distinct universal blueprints: 72, 77, 79, 137, 161, 271, and 314, which together sum to the 1111 awakening code. We have one frequency that splits into 7 and 7 that come back and form into the 1111 awakening code. So the 1111 awakening code at its foundation is comprised of these 7 distinct universal blueprints, which have references to mathematics and physics, geometry within mathematics, language with God's constant, and the masculine and feminine energies of yin and yang. If you want to learn more about these 7 universal blueprints that are behind this 1111 awakening code and explore their interconnections and connections with other numbers, and explore the synchronicities across many bodies of knowledge, you can do this within my book, Decoding the Mysteries of the Universe. It is available at arianway.com.